So off we go again.
Manchester really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And here's Valverde. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Vermin. Son Heung-min. And here's Oyarzabal. He'll try from distance. And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Martinez gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And now they can spring out of defence. That pass has been well intercepted. Rice. And here's Dembele. To Laporte. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Distributed tidily. Valverde. Messi. Valverde. And it's Jimenez. And Caicedo. Robertson charging forward down that flank. Well, that is one way to stop him. Chooses to go crossfield. Vardiol getting this one clear.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Rice wins the duel this time. Dembele, and that has left him in a heap. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
He's shifting through the gears here. Son Heung-min, Caicedo, and it's Messi. Driving forward. It's a good foot in there. Always goal side. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And he's picked it up out wide. In towards the back stick. Son Heung-min! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Son Heung-min actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Threads one in. Dembele gets into a good position. Chance, surely! And that really should have been that.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 11.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Robertson. Goes looking wide. Tries to pass it through. Flings in across.
Manchester really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And here's Oyarzabal. Oh, nice touch. And it's Caicedo. Alexander-Arnold has a look and plays it forward. The final 5 minutes. Barcelona clearly now in lead preservation mode. Laporte. Now it's Ferran Torres. And this is Dembele. Rice.
Barcelona really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
And this is Messi.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. This could spell real trouble. We know he has already been booked.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 7 será sustituido por...
Caicedo
el dorsal
has been given
21.
his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident. They knocked and knocked, but there is time for no more. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
What a frustration, Peter. Even after the goal, no real change in approach. That's about as inept as they come, and it's no surprise there are many in the stands that are making their feelings pretty clear.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Begden alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We're up and running then.
Andrei Shevchenko, Peter, is a player who can hurt you in so many different ways.
Striking all-rounder.
Yeah, he's got the pace to get in behind, he's got the power, he's got the aerial ability, the versatility, the work rate. He's got it all.
One of the greatest strikers of all time, surely.
Very true.
And it's Son Heung-min. Fagioli. And it's Son Heung-min. And Robertson. Oh, he's been caught napping. Cross to the back post.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Jimenez. Chooses to go crossfield. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Serginho. Nicely weighted ball. Royce has it out wide and in space. Out of play for a goal kick. Valverde. And Fagioli. He's on it, can he get away? Messi. Ødegaard. Now it's Shevchenko. No goals as yet. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Royce. Messi. And here's Oyarzabal. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Rodri. Van Dijk. And Akanji. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Oyarzabal. Akanji. Now Ødegaard. And it's Messi. That's been slipped through. Now it's Mbappe. They're urging him to shoot. Now, who's going to be first to this? Nicely aimed pass. Son Heung-min. And this is Messi. Robertson. Nice bit of trickery. He is through here. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, welcome to the modern game. You get hounded as soon as you...
Shapes to shoot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Alexander-Arnold. Messi. Son Heung-min. Oh, that's fabulous. Fagioli. For Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Rodri gets a foot in and wins the ball. Mbappe. Rodri. He won't be happy with that one. Pinches it off him. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. That's going wide left. Looking for the run. Royce will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Akanji. Van Dijk. He's not got that quite right. Now it's Oyarzabal. Serginho. That'll be a throw-in. Van Dijk. Jimenez kept his eye on it, and he's there. He's looking wide. Tries to play it through. Valverde. And that is the end of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Solid. Very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. Chance, surely! Oh, the ball's run loose here. They get a throw in. Messi. And it's Ødegaard. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Mbappe. He's found a way through. Thinks about the shot. And it's played in here. And he's there to clear it. Serginho stood his ground strongly. Has a look and plays it forward. He's looking unstoppable. Oyarzabal. Oh, that's neat. Can he finish? Just not quite happening for him just now.
Manchester really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Alexander-Arnold. It's a really well-measured ball. Robertson does well to get it back. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Knocks it into space. Valverde receives it in a wide position.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
80.607 espectadores.
Showing good feet. Now it's Messi. Messi. And here's Oyarzabal. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Valverde cuts it out. Now it's Oyarzabal. Now it's Messi. Nicely spread. Oh, he's found support out wide. Carries far too far and out of play. Akanji. Here's Rodri. Ødegaard. And Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Mbappe. It's a good ball out wide. And he cuts out the supply. Messi. Serginho.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And it's Royce. And he's in. Can he finish? He's got a goal! And that could well be the winner!
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick. Well, shoots! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss. Big chance! And how good was that? A finish of true class! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to...
And Shevchenko! Goal! Flamengo! And they're back in front. And that is a genuine ground-eat-me-up moment.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Flamengo leading now.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smart.
Oyarzabal! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
Oyarzabal clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Great vision. And the through ball. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Oyarzabal. Tries a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
And that has been cleared. Akanji is there to clear. They played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Foram indicados 4 minutos de acréscimo.
Shevchenko. Now it's Messi. Messi gets flagged offside. Flamengo have opted to make another change here. Mbappe taking his leave here, having got himself on the score sheet.
He's sharing a smile or two as he's leaving the pitch, Peter. I think his contribution is widely appreciated.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Shevchenko! It's fallen kindly here. They've got to be quick to recover this. And again! And he's stuck it away. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. In the end then, no joy, not for the want of trying, not for... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. So straight into the action. Well, it's a formation, this, Jim, with a packed midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, and it allows for a lot of flexibility, Peter. You know, combative without the ball, expansive with it. It's a system that's naturally going to ask an awful lot from your central striker, but also for anyone positioned out wide. You're the key supply route, and at the same time, the defensive cover. So, effectively, you're the lungs and legs of the team.
Goes for a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when...
Oyarzabal! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Camavinga. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set...
Real chance! Messi. Turns back here, probably the best option. Camavinga. And here's Mbappe. He's had it taken off him. Jimenez. So it is still 0-0. Messi charging forward, the ball at his feet. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, well played. And it's hoisted clear. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. And this is Messi. He's had a shot! He doesn't look too happy with that.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Van Dijk. He might be in here. And the shot. And he's done it. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
After 24 minutes is number 17, Mikel Oyarzabal.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Van Dijk. Odegaard. Can he get it through? Chance for a shot! Well taken goal. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, there's resilience.
And a chance! Now that is commitment to the cause. And we have our very first corner. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Here's a chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Robertson clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's their second corner of the game. Well, the clearance is short. And now they can spring out of defence. Camavinga. Son Heung-min. More and more pressure on the ball here. Now it's Mbappe. Fagioli. Now it's Messi. And here's Oyarzabal. He's looking wide. And here's Son Heung-min. It's Son Heung-min! Denied by an instinctive save.
Son Heung-min actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So, third corner of the game. And he's there to clear it. And it's Fagioli. Oh, he's having a go! And again, he is at his elastic best. Messi. Alexander-Arnold. Robertson. And it's Fascioli. Son Heung-min. Arsenal are looking to break at pace. Oh, he's burst through. Mbappe.
Such good technique.
Mbappe! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
And how easy did he make that look? Not enough communication between the defence to deal with this increased threat.
And it's been taken short. Good ball, good take. Shoots! Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? Well, the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee...
And one more try! Now, who's going to be first to this? Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Mbappe! Nearly, but not quite.
Mbappe is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
And the referee has signalled for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying.
To the field.
And we are up to the break.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and Messi! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
And he's managed to get free. And there's green grass ahead of him. It's a good foot in there. Son Heung-min. To Messi. Son Heung-min. Now it's Oyarzabal. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Messi. Ødegaard. Now Trossard. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Guardiola did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Oyarzabal.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Messi looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Peter, I can't stress enough the need to get to this fella quickly. They can save themselves a whole lot of hassle.
So their fourth corner of the game. Saliba with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, good ball! Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
The attendance
Ødegaard.
for this match was 60,810.
Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Plays it in low.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Knocks it into space. Oh, he's been flattened there. He's found the way through. Jimenez. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, the ball's gone astray. And here's Mbappe. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Ødegaard. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Kamavinga. And it's Son Heung-min. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Trossard. Well, it's more pressure than ball at the moment.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal is onto this.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Jimenez has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge, and he has been fouled there. And no surprise, that's a booking. Van Dijk. Fagioli powering forward here. Now it's Oyarzabal. He's got away. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Now, that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Van Dijk. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Ødegaard. Akanji does really well to win the ball there.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 4.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
He'd been asking for that, Peter, and it puts him under much more pressure now.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Valverde. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Great chance! And that's a real chance missed.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Looking for the run. That looks a good ball through. Mbappe.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just got...
Chance, surely! That is decidedly lacking.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 10.
Arsenal
Messi.
have opted to make another
Coming on
change
the
here.
field
Well, his
is
stamina was called into
number
question
7,
then, but there's absolutely
Zielinski.
nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Ødegaard has created one goal already. And it's made its way to him. Guardiol spots it and intercepts. Ferran Torres. Now it's Mbappe. Great defending, strong and determined. And that signals the end. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Well, Shinji Ono normally plays in a central creative position, but he can be quite versatile, Jim, can he not?
Yeah, I've seen him play in more withdrawn roles or out wide, where he has shown that he's just as capable in more high-energy positions. I think he can play in defensive midfield too, but he's played out wide for his national team, and surprisingly his stats seem to be better in such roles.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh no, that has not gone well. Son Heung-min. Now it's Oyarzabal. Showing good feet. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Oyarzabal. Now this could be a chance. Oh, lovely feet, he is such a good mover. Messi defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Kane, and he's found a way past. Jimenez gets over and intercepts. Fernandez. Quarter of an hour played. And it's Serginho. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh no. Oh, there's the shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. And it's been hooked away. He's got away. And this is Messi. Serginho's cross. He's rising! It's in! A great delivery and a finish to match.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game. Manchester are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh no. Oh no. That's a good ball out wide. Little doubt, that is a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. And it's Messi, looking to play him in. Oh, red, nice interception. Now he's got space here. And the shot! He's got away with one there.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed.
It's Kane!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Valverde chooses to go cross-field. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Yamal.
Might want to be careful there.
Fagioli. Robertson. Oh, that's a key interception. Yamal wants to run onto this, and he's managed to get free. Messi. Oh, that's Messi! And again! And that's a sharp finish. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Liverpool are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Fagioli cuts a frustrated figure right now, he just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Now it's Yamal. Fernandez. And it's Fagioli. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Valverde receives it in a wide position. Steaming. Great chance! Well taken goal. Half-time rapidly approaching. That could be a big one. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Just 1 in it now.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Just eases him off the ball. Van Dijk. And the whistle goes for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, there's no doubting that the situation is quite bleak when you're not only losing but a man down as well. And while the break is most welcome in giving...
Real chance! And there's a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, this one always did feel hard to predict, and that's exactly how it looks like.
And Messi! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Oh, good-looking ball. Aimed beyond the defence. Messi! Oh, it's hit the post. Donnarumma gets it clear. Nicked it back promptly. Fernandez. Fagioli being hunted in packs.
Look, stopping him is imperative. It may not eliminate trouble, but it'll reduce it.
Swings in across. In comes the corner. And we have our very first corner. There's the header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Liverpool have a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Now it's Yamal. And he's had it nicked away.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
28,599.
And here's Kane. Fagioli. Son Heung-min. Now it's Oyarzabal. And this is Messi. Fernandez. Messi. Oh, some astute defending there. And here's Oyarzabal. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Serginho deals with that comfortably. It's their second corner of the game. Ono with the clearance. Big chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Tries to play it through. Ball's gone out of play. Fernandez. Ono, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Good ball, good take. Tries one from range. That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 3 coming up. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Kane. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And here's Messi. Son Heung-min. Nicely spread. That's where it came from. Distributed tidily. Pacho and Fernandez, and here's Oyarzabal, takes a shot, and no, he had to, and yet he could not.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
So their 4th corner of the game. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Manchester clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And it's made its way to him. He's found a way through. Now it's Oyarzabal. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Now it's Son Heung-min. And it's Messi. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And here's Oyarzabal. And here's Son Heung-min. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Ono. And this is Kane. Ono. That is a crunching tackle. Back in once more. Donnarumma deals with that nice and simple.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. And no, that was never going to make it. Fernandez. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Kane. And that is as far as it goes. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either.